Okay, here with Ethan Harris at the Pro Insight pop-up run. So it's been a minute since we last caught up with you at Pro Insight, Les Schwab last year. For you, kind of talk about how the past 10 months have gone for you. How's your game developed, and how do you feel like you've developed off the court?
I mean, me personally, I don't think it could have been a better 10 months. I mean, I'm committed to Iowa now, which I'm ecstatic for and can't wait to get there. But also just like putting in work on the court and off the court. Like on the court, just kind of realizing more about my game, realizing like what I need to get better, what I currently am good at. And then off the court, being like really what it means to be a leader, showing like not only by my vocal, but also with just by my actions. I think that learning how to be very more empathetic towards different teammates and learning how to also push them at the same time. I think that just combining with hard work throughout the off season has just made this one of my favorite years ever.
Yeah, talk about your summer. How was it? What do you feel like you showed scouts?
I played with Idaho Select on the Pro 16 circuit, and we made it considerably deep into the tourney. I think we made it to the quarterfinals, which compared to the talent that we played, I mean, we by no means should have been there at all. So I think to get there really showed the type of grit, the type of just personalities we had on the team. Like we were able to just regroup from a down start to the season to playing against legit dudes. Yeah. So I think that just along with, I mean, that's really it. Like just showing that you can contribute to winning.
When you look back on your high school career now that you're a senior, like who are some of the toughest guys you've played against?
That's a great question. I think the best guy I've played against, man, that's a good question because I don't really have one answer for it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've played against some like top 5 recruits in the country, but I think the hardest ones were just like my freshman year playing against seniors. I think that because not only did I have such a physical difference between my freshman year and the seniors that I played against in practice every day. Like I would get bullied, I would get like shoved onto the ground, but just the simple fact of getting back up and just trying my best against guys who were obviously better than me. Just doing that every day in and out.
Yeah, what did that teach you at a young age?
I mean, like, yeah, there's always going to be people better than you, but you just have to compete. I mean, my freshman year, I genuinely didn't know if I was going to be JV or varsity, but I ended up playing 6-man, starting a couple of games most of that year. Mostly just because of the confidence I had in myself and realizing, like, no matter what, like, you just got to play hard.
Yeah, and you talked about leadership earlier, but now that you're a senior on your high school team, like, and you're in that position where you can beat up on the freshmen or whatever, like what type of lessons do you try to teach some of the younger players on the team?
I think it's really taking what the seniors gave to me my freshman year, not getting them like they would knock me down, they would teach me lessons the hard way, but they'd be the first ones to pick me up. I think learning lessons the hard way will be good for some of these guys, but also interpreting like what is the hard way for some of them? Like how do I show empathy towards some guys versus other guys who can take it differently? So I think just realizing each individual personality and just becoming closer with each one of them and like really showing them like, so when they become seniors, showing them what they need to do.
Yeah, I mean, you touched on, or you mentioned empathy and being empathetic a couple of times. For you, like, what does it mean to be empathetic towards a teammate?
I mean, the obvious one was, my sophomore, junior year, if little Timmy dribbled off his foot, I maybe wasn't so empathetic towards him, but this year we're going over, we're high-fiving, we're getting him right back into the court. And I think that was one of the things that I really excelled on the Pro 16 circuit this year, was really just, like, I know they're gonna make mistakes, so mistakes are part of the game, but like how you respond to the mistakes is really gonna make the difference.
Have you seen like positive results from that so far?
For sure. I think, especially just like how they play. I think like not only their reaction back to you is better, but like next possession, they might shoot that exact same shot, or maybe they go back to that exact same move, but just the outlook or the opportunity will just be different.
Yeah, for sure, man. I love that. You committed to Iowa. What made them the right fit for you?
I mean, there was so much that went into the decision, and I just think they were better in so many of the categories. Like Ben McCollum, I'm absolutely so excited to be there. I mean, they've showed that they can develop. They showed that what type of offense they run. They show exactly like, I'm gonna come in like this. of course, like hard work's gonna go into it tremendously, but I think I can go in there. I think I can work my ass off, and I think I can make an impact.
Talk about your hard work as well, because we're here at the pop-up. It's just a one-day event, but it seems like you're pushing yourself every drill and being vocal with teammates and that type of stuff. Have you always been that way, where you're always competing as hard as you can, or is that something you've kind of grown into a little bit?
I think it's a little bit of both, because when you start out growing up, I played like little kid. I played with just like my friends for the first like 8 years of my life, or 8 like basketball years of my life. So I think really being with them, like showing them or showing myself just what I need to be like on the court, off the court. Like when we do these stuff, like I got to be competing every single time. And then the vocals just honestly came from both my parents. Both my parents coached me all the way up. And they were saying like, you need to be a leader. Like if we want these kids to listen to us, like you have to listen to us. You have to do these things. Lead by example. It's the biggest one.
What, with the coaching staff at Iowa, what's been their most consistent message to you in terms of how they want to use you and stuff like that?
So how they want to use me is they usually have a point guard and they have a center, and then everybody else on that team is what they call a hybrid. So basically like a point forward or somebody who comes off screens, down screens, pin screens, whatever. And so I think I'll just be very useful in that. I mean, as they've shown in film, I'll be very useful in that system.
What are you hoping to really improve on before getting to campus next year?
I think the biggest thing is just going to be my strength. We've been focusing on that all throughout the off season, all coming into the season, and hopefully maintaining it throughout. But you go to a D1 practice and it's the first thing you notice. Like some of these college guys would foul out in 10 seconds of a high school game. But like you just got to keep that mentality, you got to keep that strength going in there. Like you can't be knocked off your spot. Even like there's a foul every single possession. You just got to play through it.
Yeah, you mentioned your parents as being mentors to you and stuff like that, and making that decision to pick a college is a massive life-changing decision. So how much research did you guys put into it before picking Iowa?
We did a lot of research. I think it was more about the right fit. I mean, when I went to campus, like everybody was, they have a legit culture there. I think that just along with like feel for it. Like once you go there, you know you're going to be there.
This is year 3 for you at the pop-up. Just talk about your experiences here and how this has been like an annual gauge in terms of where you stack up against some of the other guys here.
I've gone here for the past 3 years, and I remember my first year I was timid. I got pushed around a little bit, but I think just being off of that, and like shout out to Matt McKay and all the other guys who put this together, because they do a phenomenal job with it. But just going out there and like you just try your best. Like whatever your best is, like next year your best will be better. And so last year my best was better than the year before, and this year's best will be better than last year.
For sure. We were talking about this a little bit before we started the interview, but kind of recap, you played with the Portland Generals at Hoop Summit. Just kind of what went down, how you got the invite, and then what was your experience was like at Hoop Summit?
So I wanted to talk, so I originally reached out to Matt about the Hoop Summit thing and like, hey, is there any way you can go? And he tried to say like, I'll try, if something goes down, I'll try and sneak you in. And so we didn't hear anything else until like I knew I was kind of keeping track the date of it. And the day of, I'm walking out of 6th period and I look at my phone and I see 3 missed calls, Matt McKay, 1 text, Matt McKay. I pick up the phone, he answers on the first ring. And I've never ran so fast to my car in my life. And without speeding, I rushed home, rushed to my dad. We got in the car maybe 2 or 3 breaths later. And when we got there, it was obvious there were some dudes there. So I think just doing, like I said earlier, just doing my best would be good enough. Because, nobody there knew me. I was going to be the underdog no matter what. So just my best was good enough.
Yeah, I love that, man. We'll wrap it with this, but what's your message to the Iowa fans who are excited about your commitment?
Personally, it's just, you're going to receive a fun, energetic somebody. So just be ready for a hard worker.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you.